In this video, I'm going to talk about some transition tips on going for the guillotine during the transition. Now, just like I've explained in other videos, I'm probably going to explain this quickly in every single transition video, is when you go for a transitional attack, it's during some sort of movement. It's not after you're done moving. If it's after you're done moving, then you're just going for a submission. It's not a transitional submission, it's just a submission. So when we go for it during a movement, the ideal is that basically we are doing it while your opponent is thinking of something else. That's why transition submissions or transition attacks or any type of transitional offensive movement that you do against your opponent is very useful because their mind is on something else while you're actually focused on doing something offensively on them. So let me give you some examples. Example number one is, let's say for example, let's say I'm in front of Chris for now, right? And I spin to his back, and then he goes to do a switch on me. So when he goes to do a switch on me, he's already working to change the position, but his head is on this side. So as we're moving, I'm bringing my arm around his head and then going for a guillotine on him so I can finish him. I'm not doing it after he turns me over. If I do it after he turns me over, the chances of me actually guillotining him or even getting the position is very low, especially with someone experienced. So if I did that on Chris and I didn't time it right and I didn't go for the guillotine during the transition, I probably won't even actually have a chance to attempt the guillotine. So at the highest level, this is where the stuff is extremely important. So if we show that example one more time, we'll do a 180 here. So turn around for me, please. So I'm here like this, and then Chris starts going. Look at my arm. I am already going for the guillotine during the movement, not afterwards. So that way, if I do get taken down or reversed, I get a submission at the end. If, for example, he ended up switching me and we were like this, and now I went for the guillotine, it's not going to happen because he's driving his body into me, he's driving his head down into the mat, and doing a lot of other things to stop me from going for the guillotine. So my best option is to actually go for the submission while we are moving. Another scenario, which is one of the most common scenarios, is when somebody goes to take you down. Now when you think about it this way, a lot of people think that it's not a transitional attack because you're sprawling first and then you're going for the submission, but that's not how the thought process should be. So we're not going to stand up all the way because I want to make sure we stay within the camera view. But Chris is going to go to do a low shot on me, and as he's doing that, I'm sprawling, and look, my arm is already in a submission position here. So then that way I can come through and work for a submission. That's why you see so many people, especially, let's say like lower level guys or intermediate guys, get guillotined a lot against advanced players because they are getting submitted during the transition. As they are going for the takedown, the other person is submitting them. They're going for the submission. If Chris went to go take me down here, right, he took me down already, and then I went for the guillotine, the chances of me getting it drop significantly. So that is something you want to think about. Go for the guillotine as something is happening. Study all the scenarios that you know you can get a guillotine and think about how you can do it while they're moving. And you ideally want to drill this when you're rolling too, to figure out how it can happen while you're rolling, because that's how your transitions are going to increase as well. Another scenario here is, let's say I'm going for a guard pass on Chris here, or like a stack pass or whatever, and he rolls out. So when he rolls out, he's going to start exposing his head at some point. So just move a little bit for me. So I come here, I go to stack pass, and as he's stack passing, look at my arm. It's already shooting through for a guillotine. I'm already in this position, and then I can work to finish him, whether I pull guard to do it, or I do it from my knees, or I do it from anywhere else. But the point is, as he's rolling, let's do that demo one more time. As he is rolling, I know he's going to roll to his knees. I'm already going for a guillotine. He's focused on not getting past. So he's basically saying, okay, I roll back, I'm not going to get past. But if he doesn't realize it, he doesn't understand what can happen to him during the transition, he's not thinking I'm rolling, but I might get guillotined. That's where the bonus is. You want to start attacking the person, once again, when they are thinking about something else. He's thinking about not getting passed, while in reality, I don't really give a shit about passing his guard. I just want to submit him. Because that's the end goal. That's the main thing that you want to do. So study all your different scenarios in regards to guillotines. There's so many more. If you have anything that you want me to work on, I can add more transitions. But the main purpose of this video is to give you the mindset of going for the guillotine while something is happening. So work on it. Let me know if you have any questions. All right.